Subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon, to never miss a video from us. Hi everyone, welcome to Test Prep Training. In this video you will learn about some commonly asked questions in Microsoft 365 Security Administration. So let's get started. Question number 1. You have several conditional access policies that block non-compliant devices from connecting to services. You need to identify which devices are blocked by which policies. What should you use? Your options are: A. The Setting Compliance Report in the Microsoft Endpoint Manager Admin Center. B. Sign-ins in the Azure Active Directory Admin Center. C. Activity Log in the Cloud App Security Admin Center. D. Audit Logs in the Azure Active Directory Admin Center. The correct answer is option B. Question number 2. You have a Microsoft 365 E5 subscription that is associated to a Microsoft Azure Active Directory, Azure AD, tenant named Coneso.com. You use Active Directory Federation Services, ADFS, to federate on-premises Active Directory and the tenant. Azure AD Connect has the following settings. You need to ensure that you can use leaked credentials detection in Azure AD Identity Protection. Solution: you modify the Azure AD app and attribute filtering settings. Does that meet the goal? Your options are: A. Yes. B. No. The correct answer is option B. Question number 3. You have a Microsoft 365 E5 subscription that is associated to a Microsoft Azure Active Directory, Azure AD, tenant named Coneso.com. You use Active Directory Federation Services, ADFS, to federate on-premises Active Directory and the tenant. Azure AD Connect has the following settings. You need to ensure that you can use leaked credentials detection in Azure AD Identity Protection. Solution: you modify the password hash synchronization settings. Does that meet the goal? Your options are: A. Yes. B. No. The correct answer is option A. Question number 4. You have a Microsoft 365 E5 subscription that is associated to a Microsoft Azure Active Directory, Azure AD, tenant named Coneso.com. You use Active Directory Federation Services, ADFS, to federate on-premises Active Directory and the tenant. Azure AD Connect has the following settings. You need to ensure that you can use leaked credentials detection in Azure AD Identity Protection. Solution: you modify the source anchor settings. Does that meet the goal? Your options are: A. Yes. B. No. The correct answer is option B. Question number 5. You have a hybrid Microsoft 365 environment. All computers run Windows 10 and are managed by using Microsoft Intune. You need to create a Microsoft Azure Active Directory, Azure AD, conditional access policy that will allow only Windows 10 computers marked as compliant to establish a VPN connection to the on-premises network. What should you do first? Your options are: A. From the Azure Active Directory Admin Center, create a new certificate. B. Enable Application Proxy in Azure AD. C. From Active Directory Administrative Center, create a dynamic access control policy. D. From the Azure Active Directory Admin Center, configure authentication methods. The correct answer is option A. Question number 6. You have a Microsoft 365 subscription. From the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, you create a new user. You plan to assign the reports reader role to the user. You need to view the permissions of the reports reader role. Which admin center should you use? Your options are: A. Azure Active Directory. B. Cloud App Security. C. Security and Compliance. D. Microsoft 365. The correct answer is option A. Question number 7. You have a Microsoft 365 E5 subscription. You need to ensure that users who are assigned the Exchange Administrator role have time-limited permissions and must use multi-factor authentication to request the permissions. What should you use to achieve the goal? Your options are: A. Security and Compliance Permissions. B. Microsoft Azure Active Directory, Azure AD, Privileged Identity Management. C. Microsoft Azure AD Group Management. D. Microsoft Office 365 User Management. The correct answer is option B. Question number 8. Your company has a Microsoft 365 subscription. The company does not permit users to enroll personal devices in mobile device management. Users in the sales department have personal iOS devices. You need to ensure that the sales department users can use the Microsoft Power BI app from iOS devices to access the Power BI data in your tenant. The users must be prevented from backing up the app's data to iCloud. What should you create? Your options are A. A conditional access policy in Microsoft Azure Active Directory that has a device state condition. B. An app protection policy in Microsoft Endpoint Manager. C. A conditional access policy in Microsoft Azure Active Directory, Azure AD, that has a client apps condition. D. A device compliance policy in Microsoft Endpoint Manager. The correct answer is option B. Question number 9. Your company has a main office and a Microsoft 365 subscription. You need to enforce Microsoft Azure Multi-Factor Authentication, MFA, by using conditional access for all users who are not physically present in the office. What should you include in the configuration? Your options are A. A user risk policy. B. A sign-in risk policy. C. A named location in Azure Active Directory. D. An Azure MFA server. The correct answer is option C. Question number 10. You have an on-premises Active Directory domain named conaso.com. You install and run Azure AD Connect on a server named Server 1 that runs Windows Server. You need to view Azure AD Connect events. You use the security event log on Server 1. Does that meet the goal? Your options are A. Yes. B. No. The correct answer is option B. For more such videos, subscribe to our channel.